I'll swallow a lie when I have to. I've swallowed a few big ones lately. But the stacked games, that lie, it's what ruined this department. Shining up shit and calling it gold so majors become colonels and mayors become governors. Pretending to do police work while one generation fucking trains the next town not to do the job. And then...
It was. And then they's like, oh my gosh, people getting real regular BBLs and it's just fat and they not dying? What? Why do we do silicone?
Silicone killing you.
Yeah.
Tearing your skin up.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out.
I actually had I really couldn't tell early on, but now I think I'm pretty good at identifying if people got work done.
Are you saying work as in silicone versus natural BBL or just
in general? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
I was going to say, please tell me how you can know.
But initially I had no clue. But unless it was just like and like, okay, that looks like it might be something, but yeah, I know a few people who got work done. Yeah.
All right.
And we have started, by the way.
Oh, we have already started?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You didn't let us know. Thanks,
Yeah.
G-Money.
Yeah, so
Way to bring it in.
talk a little closer to the mic.
Oh, hey, everybody. This is Tyria J.
Yeah, she's back in the building. She had such a good time the first time. She decided to come back, and she brought her sister.
I did. And my cousin.
Yeah, so we got Ashley in the building. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? It's Ashley.
All right, here we go. Look at the air horn. Tell us a little about yourself, where you from, and a little bit about what you do.
I am from Nashville. Whoop whoop, a real Nashvillian. I know a lot of people haven't seen us, heard from us, but we're still here.
What part of Nashville?
East, northeast.
Northeast.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Jolton.
Not that far back. Not that country though.
Joseph.
You feel me? Little in the more ghetto area. Not so Jolton-ish.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
joking.
I'm kind of close. Well, I'm not really close to Jolton because Jolton's probably like 45 minutes away from, where I stay, where I reside.
Where do you reside?
I told you the Northeast. Are you listening, G-Mo?
Oh, well, you said you from there. I didn't know you were from there. My bad.
Yeah, I reside. I
So are you like in the Bordeaux area?
I don't want to get so deep on a level to tell like my address unless you need me to, unless the feds are listening. I don't know yet.
Hey, the feds always watching. I actually might be an undercover cop. You never know.
Exactly. Now I'm scared. No, I'm Northeast area, like close Trinity Lane, Brick Church Pike area.
Oh. Oh,
yeah. It gets real ghetto. It gets real ghetto over there, so
Yeah.
I'm a little ghetto.
I always get news alerts about.
Here he goes. You ain't got no news alerts. You just need to stop it, okay? You gonna tell me I couldn't walk to the mailbox. Stop it.
Talbot's Quarter on the ring camera.
Look, one thing about me, I love to over exaggerate. So, but we also got cousin in the building. We got Kelsie.
Yes.
How you doing? I heard you all the way from the M town.
Yes.
M?
Yeah, if you get news alerts about her, news alerts about Memphis, baby.
What part of Memphis you from?
Ooh-wee.
North, south.
I'm from Orange Mound.
Woo! You from the Mound?
Yeah.
So I graduated from Tennessee State. I marched in the band, so of course, the Southern Heritage Classic.
The parade, so you know.
Yeah, so the Southern Heritage Classic was my favorite classic, and yeah, we was at Melrose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we seen some characters marching down that street.
You want to laugh? Come
But hey, I love Memphis, man, and all that music, and Maine, and yeah. I always tell the story, but I'm from Atlanta, so I never knew about Memphis unless it was like 3 6 Mafia or whatever. So, but I didn't know about the actual.
You never heard of First 48?
So, mind you. In high school, I was kind of sheltered a little bit. So I'm thinking like Atlanta hood is like, it's like the hood is the hoods. So my first day at, pre-drill for the band, half the band from Memphis, so I meet them. I'm like, who are these niggas?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, these niggas is different. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like these folks got a lot of trauma. They like roast you, like they check you. I'm just like, yo, who are these people?
Yeah.
And but some of my best friends from Memphis, so shout out to Memphis. I love the city. It's always a good time. Stayed there in 2020 for Labor Day weekend. I was off Poplar over in Cordova. I'm thinking Cordova, somewhat decent side. So I literally bring my mics and stuff, and had some friends did a podcast, and we had a good time, and I fell asleep. I wake up to text, like, yo, you okay? You good? I'm thinking, yeah, I'm fine. And then I look at the news. It was a shooting in the lobby of the Embassy Suites. Literally, it was a shooting in the lobby of the Embassy Suites. And I'm just like, yo, I slept through this shit.
That's not good, right?
Well, I mean, it was a lot of Don Julio that night, so yeah, fell asleep. But anywho, we here on a Saturday night. It's pretty cold, but even though the first day of spring is gonna be on Monday, it's cold as hell. Hell, it was high was like 40-something degrees today. It's
freezing.
Yeah.
All my flowers at my house are going to die because if it stays cold, then they're going to, because they've already bloomed. Because they're expecting it to be spring, but now they're going to die. So what is spring going to look like? Now I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, lately, just the weather pattern in general has been changing over the years, and global warming is real.
Yeah, definitely.
California's getting snow.
I know, but Texas got snow last year. That was a place I never heard of getting snow.
Well, remember in 2021, Valentine's Day weekend, remember it completely shut down.
Well, then, yeah, that's the year I'm talking about. I'm still, COVID's still on me. I don't know, last year, this year, that year.
Yeah, I actually had some friends who got caught up in that, and it was bad.
Yeah.
And Texas is on its own grid as far as like energy, so.
Yeah, they weren't prepared for that at all.
Nope.
But I think this year when it snowed, they were more prepared because they went through that. So I think more states, because of global warming, need to prepare themselves for anything, really. Because we never know. Yeah,
and that's the beauty of Nashville. One, we're inland, so we don't deal with water and shit, so...
Okay, when you need to build you a Noah's Ark, and then you talk about some ain't no water, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the worst we deal with is tornadoes.
Well, I mean, we got the flood.
Well, the flood of 2010 was bad, but, like...
You don't think it'll flood again?
Well, I'm just saying, like, on a regular occurrence, because think about if you live in Florida or California. In Florida, you got to deal with hurricanes every year.
Yeah.
Like, literally every year. California, you might deal with mudslides. It's just... Yeah. So yeah, like, I mean, I'd rather deal with a tornado versus a hurricane.
So you'd rather fly up in the air than get rained on?
Man,
the hurricane go. I mean,
man, the hurricane can really literally knock your like everything away.
Okay, the tornado can definitely blow you away.
But think about a hurricane. One is damaging wind, rain, all that shit, and then it's gonna flood.
Okay, well. Would you rather, let me ask you this question. Would you rather fly away in a tornado, because it's going to blow your top off, blow the roof off, then you in the bed, probably sleep, then you down 2 miles away from your house on the ground. You ain't going to have no house left. The house going to be gone. You're going to be blown away.
But you know what's funny though? The tornado back in 2020, I literally slept through that. And I woke
you are
up.
A hard sleeper. Was Don Julio involved in that?
So actually, that night I went to a Predators game. And truth be told, they ain't even really sent out warnings like that, because I got home like at 10 something and I don't recall getting it's going to be a tornado night. I just really want to sleep. As a matter of fact, even people who were affected by it, they said they got a last minute weather alerts talking about take cover now. Like it was like maybe
it was last minute
10, 15
out late at night, and I literally was caught up in. I saw the tornado coming up the street. I was at my friend's house. Okay, and as soon as I got out the car, all I seen was the tornado coming up the street, and I was just like, he was like, run. I was like, oh no!
Oh shit. I mean, like I said, people got a last minute warning, and it wasn't earlier that day. People wasn't talking about a tornado.
Yeah, I would say I remember this now. I didn't get no warning. I actually just had a baby, and I was asleep. And I woke up to the hallway light on, and my mom was in the hallway with the baby, and they were taking cover, and I was still asleep, and I only woke up and knew because I saw the hallway light on, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, there's a tornado on the way. I'm like, what? Why didn't you say anything to me?
Yeah.
She was gonna let you sleep through
Right.
it.
She left me in that bed, but
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, we here.
Right. Hallelujah.
Shoot, and 2 weeks ago, the damn storm that came through real quick, I was like, oh shit.
It was disrespectful as hell, man.
Yeah, I mean, it rained all of like 20 minutes, but that shit came through with vengeance. And
my power was out for half the day.
so thankfully, I came back home to power. But other
look
people,
at you, mister.
But, you know, when you live out in Bellevue,
Boo.
you know,
Boy, stop.
things are taken care of. But nah, I was thankful I had power because people didn't get power till like.
You gotta have the power lines under the ground. You didn't have
Yeah, like Chris. Yeah. But anywho, let's jump to this news week. Got some sad news. We lost some legends this week. Rest in peace to Bobby Caldwell, who y'all just found out about maybe 20 minutes ago. Which is a shame. Shame on you. Shame on you. You gotta know who Bobby Caldwell is.
Let's just start off with R.I.P. Bobby Caldwell.
Mm-hmm.
I knew his music, but him personally, the name, I couldn't attach them. But just R.I.P. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
Man, y'all are similar because she be knowing songs but not the artist.
Yeah, because we listen.
You have to say all that. Why you put me on pressure?
I mean, it's for
How do you remember the artist when you're listening to
it's for
music?
content. But
It probably was TikTok. Because that's how I knew who Bobby Caldwell was.
Okay.
TikTok.
I don't have TikTok. But speaking of TikTok, they trying to ban that shit. Have y'all heard of that?
Well, hopefully they don't, because I'm like from TikTok University.
Well,
where am I going to use my degree from?
either they're going to want to, the Biden administration is saying either sell it to an American company or it's going to get banned.
Well, how about this? We
Because-
just vote for somebody else instead of Biden.
Well,
He always slick anyway.
Well,
Hello.
Trump tried to do it too because right now America and China ain't in the best of.
Somebody's new coming up. We got new people coming up.
I mean, but you got to think about it though. Like, it's
you
owned
wanna
by.
go?
It's like owned by a Chinese company.
Okay, so
I'm just saying they got.
where do you think I get my weave from?
Your what?
My weave. Hair.
Oh, your hair. Oh,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah, okay.
remember, I might be undercover cop.
Yeah, I'm letting you know.
Y'all be safe out here. But I don't have a TikTok. It's just a wave that I just never got on, and I feel like an old man because I just don't have TikTok.
But if we're not like on good terms with China, do you think they're really going to sell us the company?
Well, that's the thing. Is like the issue is that they're worried about them already have an end as far as like espionage and whatever already because a Chinese company owns TikTok and they already have millions of Americans already. So it's like what they're worried about is potential. Let's just say election year's coming up next year. They can essentially spread like misinformation and things like that, because people live on their phones these days.
Yeah.
So what's the easiest way to influence somebody? Through the
Trump
phone.
already told you it was fake news.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, just like you can put that bleach in your system too. So,
But speaking of Trump, he might go to jail.
Free Trump, bruh.
Oh well, hey, you might have to go.
You might need to go.
Hey, we
I need to free him. He needs to go.
all right, y'all. Thanks for listening. But
Taxes got better, bruh. Just let's say that taxes got better. If you don't think so? Oh, we don't know. Quiet silence. Okay.
well, I'm just saying we're in the situation that we're in. Not all of a sudden. It was things that led up to it. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, he gave us the stimulus checks and
and we're literally paying for it now.
Yeah, and that's fine.
How much you pay for eggs?
They're $2.69 again. 12 dozen. Have you been to the store since yesterday?
I actually went to the store today.
Okay.
And I paid $2.50, but I shop.
You live in Bellevue.
Well, no, I shop at Aldi.
Yeah, now he wants to. I don't want to bring it to Bellevue. I don't want to. Okay, cool.
I shop at Aldi because before I was going to Publix, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a single man with no kids, and I'm paying like $80 for groceries. I'm like, whoa, this is not adding up. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I'm like, yeah. So I had to make an adjustment. Even though Aldi, you gotta bring that damn quarter for the damn cart, and then you gotta bring your own bags.
That's okay.
It is because I'm saving like $30.
Yeah, but inflation is inevitable, so it's gonna inflate somehow, some way.
Well, yeah.
Even if it wasn't food, it would be something else.
Well, yeah. I mean, inflation happens every year, but it's like on average around 2-3%. But lately it's been like 7%.
Yeah, it's been.
Really bad. We've like literally been feeling it. As adults, like,
we'll just get more money. That's the only thing I can say.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Make more money. But I remember, especially last summer when gas was like $4.80 something. I'm like, hold up, I'll drive a goddamn Honda. I'm like, why is it?
This ain't no premium.
Why is it costing me like $70 to fill up? And it's a Honda. I'm like, yo. So I only felt for people who had to use premium gas because, when I go gas shop, I look at the bottom number, not the top.
Yeah.
So, you like I would be getting diesel because that shit is expensive. But
I guess that's where they got the money, because if they did it in the gas prices then, because that was inflated, then they just went to the food this time because they said we didn't get enough in gas. Let's get it somewhere else.
Traveling.
Well, that if you get gas, then it affects everything else because, of course, we, grocery chains, they get their stuff from trucks.
Right.
If it costs more to ship it, well, we're going to charge them more for this shit. And you think about the pandemic, gas was pretty low. Yeah. You know why? Because niggas wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, we wasn't going.
Niggas wasn't going nowhere.
Really? During the pandemic?
Yeah.
But it's
twice.
I guess it ain't bad though.
Yeah, it's
people.
Yeah,
it's just supply demand. This economic 101. Also, rest in peace to Lance Reddick. He passed away yesterday. He was only 60 years old. But for those who don't know who Lance Reddick is, he's known for Sergeant Daniels in The Wire. I love The Wire, so that one really hit me. We was studying yesterday, and you saw how I reacted to it.
Yeah, you did.
Like I was devastated, and it's really sad because when you really love a show and you love the characters, you feel like you know them. And with him suddenly passing, like that shit was.
It was hard for you.
Shit was sad.
How did he pass?
Let's see. Lance Reddick's wife shares an emotional tribute. Lance was taken from us far too soon. Actor Lance Reddick is being remembered by family and friends following his sudden death Friday at the age of 60. Lance was taken far too soon. Stephanie Reddick's, the late actor's widow, wrote in a Instagram post on Saturday, "Thank you for all your overwhelming love, support, and beautiful stories shared on these platforms over the last day. I see your messages and can't begin to express how grateful I am to have them." So like I said, Lance Reddick, a veteran actor known for his performance as Cedric Daniels on The Wire, and for his work in John Wick, the franchise. He died of natural causes, according to his representative. So,
okay, it was just time to go then.
Yeah. Also, too, just even more on like a local level. Rest in peace to brother Errol Martin. He was my fraternity brother. He was also one of my charter members for my alumni chapter, Hendersonville Alumni. And what a charter member is people who help start it.
Okay.
And he was actually part of my chapter at Tennessee State. He pledged Alpha Theta, I believe, in 1972. And we literally just gave him his white coat. So in Kappa, whenever you get a white coat, that celebrates 50 years.
Okay.
In the
How old was he?
So if he pledged in 72,
Oh, okay.
he's probably born in like 58 because he's probably like 19 or 20. So
Okay.
58. What's that like?
65.
65. Yeah.
Okay. What, did you know like why he passed?
Made a few calls and apparently he was dealing with some health issues for a little while, but it's crazy because I seen him like last fall. We had a fraternity meeting and we all went out after the meeting. We all fellowshiped. He seemed good to me.
Yeah.
And then when I heard about it, I was like, dang, but you just never know what people going through. So
in this day age, do you think that male black men are passing away a little earlier than they have been for natural causes? Let's say that, because I've heard like a lot of natural cause deaths, like 60-year-olds, and that's not too old.
Well, today people actually living longer. So to answer your question, no.
No, it's just
certain situations,
Okay.
but overall, people are living longer these days.
Yeah.
Which is why we do what we do, because a lot of times people, when it comes to like money and stuff, people don't be expecting to be here at like a certain age. Then next they're still here. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like here I am,
you 90. Like what?
Like here I am, 85. I'm like, damn, I'm like still good.
I need some more money.
Yeah, so people got to prepare for that, but yeah, it's just some people don't like to share that because they don't want to. Well, I mean, I get it. People might not want to disclose that, but people don't want to, have you look at them as like, showing pity either.
Yeah.
Like some people might not want to disclose that, but it's just crazy though, because last time I seen him, I mean, he seemed like he was doing okay. So,
what's the guy? T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say anything either.
Yeah.
And then he was on a movie set, and they were like, you're looking kind of skinny and frail, and he never said anything. The next thing we know, T'Challa was gone.
Yeah. What's his real name? Because I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. You said T'Challa. Well,
I mean, come on now. We watching Wakanda. Right. I'm watching Wakanda, so I'm just,
Wakanda forever. You from Atlanta, so you know what I'm saying? You should just be proud of that. I feel like Atlanta is the Wakanda for us. You don't feel like that?
Naturally.
You feel like Nashville?
No, just joking.
I'm like, nah.
Nashville. Maybe Memphis.
Well, we all know Atlanta is the capital of the South.
Okay.
I mean, it is. We have,
Yeah.
shout out to Andre Dickens, the mayor of Atlanta. He's my frat brother, so.
ATL.
Yeah, I can be plugged in, so in case y'all go to Atlanta, just let me know. I can give him a call real quick.
Okay, what is he going to give us?
I mean,
a tour of the city?
or whatever, Or he could be like, hey, don't mess with these people. Ja Morant, he got 8 games suspended from his antics. But apparently 6 games have already been served, like time served.
Oh my gosh.
So basically it's like a slap on the wrist.
You think that was a slap on the wrist?
Yes.
So
think about everything he done. He only got 8 games.
What is everything he's done? Because everybody keeps saying it. I really don't know because I haven't dug into it. Please tell me what is.
You haven't been in our group chat?
I want to know what's everything he's done. Y'all said he's did it before, right?
So, well, one, you already know about the Instagram and the weapon.
Okay.
He had pointed lasers at the Indiana Pacers.
How do we know it was
But
him?
did they really? They can't really say that was
Did
him.
not, exactly. They did not pinpoint him, and he see him
Or
doing it.
or people affiliated with him might have done it.
They assumed assumptions.
Yeah, they
Here we
did.
go. Check one assumptions.
But guess what? It all stemmed from him.
Okay, next.
All I'm saying is you can't just be a wild boy and you're a professional athlete.
He's 20. 23.
He is.
Young, so he's
Yes, he is 23.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, do y'all understand? Like,
What else besides this? Well, we don't want to go into details about, being a wild boy. What else besides the pointing the lasers, the showing the guns on an Instagram post? What did he do serious?
He punched a 17-year-old in the face.
First off, no.
He did not go to jail. We did not see.
That 17-year-old enticed him. I mean, I would have punched him too.
Okay, but still though,
Did we see the 17-year-old with a punch in his eye?
Okay, but like, really look back and
Did he go to jail for it? For assault?
No, really, he
Was it?
started
Okay.
it. The 17-year-old boy started it, and then, I mean, anybody will react. You keep messing with me, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And so now he's trying to sue because he's Ja Morant, and that happened way before he even became this big.
Okay, what else
All right,
next?
well-
Because I don't hear anything.
Okay, so just to add perspective to this,
Okay.
Ja Morant has a current contract. He has a 4-year contract of $40 million.
Okay.
So he shouldn't be doing anything.
Why are you punching a 17-year-old?
That was before he got the $40 million.
Was it before?
Yes. I
What?
mean, if I had that much money, I wouldn't punch him either. I just send my boys to get him.
Exactly. But so what should we
He didn't
do?
have the money then, so he had to handle it himself.
Because he's in the NBA.
He in Memphis. That's what we do.
Okay,
Well,
so
not everybody.
Memphis is rough.
So-
Not everybody, but some.
okay, so I actually mentioned that on the last podcast because we was talking about it. I said he lives in Memphis, and they was like, "No, don't do that." I said,
yes, do
it
that.
might have some effect. Like, I'm not blaming it completely on Memphis, but I'm just saying,
We
it
want to
could-
defend ourselves.
like, it could have an effect.
Yeah.
Or I said, would he be doing that in Utah? Probably not.
No.
No.
Because he wouldn't be out there with a
Depends on where you
7-year-old
are.
that's peer pressuring him to fight him. So, yeah, so.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything that was like too detrimental to what he has done, or anything that has said, okay, he was handcuffed, he was locked up. I didn't hear anything. All I heard was he did this, he did that. He kind of acted out a little bit. Then now he just brandished a gun online. So now we're so upset that he showed a gun.
He
confused.
had tweeted. Someone said something. He tweeted, "Yeah, I shoot back too."
Okay, but he's not shooting anybody. So what? Okay, that's just like, okay,
silly,
we're in
though.
high school, and then your homeboy say, "I'm gonna shoot at them tomorrow."
Essentially,
He ain't even got no gun.
essentially,
so
look, all it is just that.
He black with money, and now I want him to act like that.
Well,
Yeah,
that
in
and
front
well, I mean,
audience. Okay,
if I'm the NBA and I'm paying you this money
okay,
and you wilding out
okay,
and you fucking up the brand, I'm like, yo.
But back
Okay.
in the day, they always used to fight.
okay.
But back in the day, they didn't have Instagram or TikTok or whatever.
Well, true.
So
That's what I fought him on. He
people
shouldn't have put
was
out
wilding,
that.
especially like Dennis Rodman. That man literally missed. This man missed games because he was in Vegas.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I'm not making it," and he was
a different breed.
kicking it with what was it Pink Madonna. This man was kicking with Madonna. This man missed games, but it was different back then. But today, people self-incriminate themselves by the phone.
That's the only thing he probably shouldn't have did was put it on social media.
Yeah, I mean, it's
He
like,
young.
yeah, I mean, he's young, but it's just like,
And then they gone with so little.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but still, though, it's a gun.
Okay.
And
I think they just expect so much from him, especially as a black man too.
I mean, but
Feel
to
like
be
he
fair,
can't make any mistakes. And I feel like he's still young, like she said.
to be fair though, it is a lot of young NBA athletes who ain't wilding like him.
Okay, but they're not him though. Everybody's your own person, so right? You have your own what?
But I'm just saying, like,
You have your own life to live.
if you're
You
gonna
have your own
compare
mistakes.
people, because it's a lot of young black NBA players who got money who ain't doing what he doing.
Okay.
Okay, but he's still himself.
They
It-
probably actually came from the rough side of town, so they already know what it is.
Yeah.
It's-
He ain't really have it.
In a way, it's like he has a identity crisis.
Yeah. I get that.
He's from South Carolina, and he appears to come from, I mean, not like a rich household, but like, he was loved on, and he ain't really have to
Do much.
want for anything, and
those
he had to get out,
people be the
get it out the mud.
Man, what?
But those
Okay.
are typically the ones though. I have a friend.
Which is why I
I'm
say
not
it's an
gonna
identity
call
crisis.
names, but I'm just saying, like,
What's her name?
their family. Her family has money, right? Like, you don't even have to live this lifestyle. You
So
have
basically-
a completely whole different lifestyle.
So basically, she like Nunu. From ATL.
Pretty much, she is.
Give me that chain.
No, but I get what y'all are saying now. Hearing all of the hearing everything, his brand really is tarnishing the NBA, even though it's his own brand. And I get why they're doing the things that they're doing now, because they're now listening to, and y'all putting it into perspective for me. Because if I have $40 million, I can't be acting like no nigga.
Hello.
So I need to be acting accordingly. So
Hello.
I get that now that y'all like brought up all these points. At first it was just like, okay, he did this, he did that. Okay, that's because I'm ghetto. I told y'all I'm from the hood, so I thought that was okay. That's cool. Now,
think about it. He got $40 million at 21.
Yeah,
20. You wouldn't even have a mindset to even just. I'm like, oh, I got money.
Yeah, you don't even think about investments. You don't think about just anything that you could have. You know.
Well, and then that just kind of go. So the other alarming issue is that it ain't like his parents are absent. Like his dad is around.
But his dad is a little hood though. His dad is.
But do your parents have to be absent for you to not be hood?
Not per se, but a lot of times people attribute like, oh, well, he doesn't have this or he doesn't have that. That's why he's wilding. It's like, no, you got both parents, and
he wants to be a rapper. He just ain't a rapper.
I feel like it's wrong. As a parent myself, you can raise your child right. As much as you want to, but then at the end of the day, they still have to create who they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? You have that own space to just say, this is who I'm going to be. Yeah, my mama taught me this, or yeah, my daddy taught me that. But at the end of the day, who do I want to be? Who do I decide I'm going to be in this world?
That is a scary part, huh?
But I agree with that, because at work, I would definitely say I'm white collared. But then when I get off work, I'm 4KT slack. Like, I don't know what to say. So life, I don't know.
Well, look, just in this topic, he is valuable. So like they gave him a slap on the wrist, and hopefully he gets that together. Because I'm telling you, if he keeps on bullshitting,
he'll be out.
He's gonna fuck up the money.
But he just needs. I think that this is okay for the slap on the wrist, because he just needs the time to move on from this incident and understand what's going on, because sometimes you have to. He's probably never been in nothing like this. Like you say, he has a mother and a father and a well household, so he just needed a little ghetto in his life, and now he gonna be back to business.
Yeah, because the ghetto shit don't last forever.
They do sometimes.
No, it don't.
I'm still ghetto.
The good stuff.
I'm telling you, like, either in bad or worse.
Yeah, but not for his brand though.
All right, look, easy come, easy go. What is it?
Yeah, because my son, he next. He up next, so John Morant better get it together.
A year's work, a minute's ruin.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. I've seen it all too many times. And I'm always like, she over here drink from the flask.
I can't believe you.
She got the pink flask.
Oh my gosh.
What you over there drinking? Some gin?
Oh.
Oh, what you got over there? What?
This is Deleon.
What's that?
Brought to you by Diddy.
Oh, tequila.
Yeah.
Oh, tequila.
Yeah, tequila.
Man, y'all got a brand deal with him or something?
It's brought to you by Diddy, like, okay.
All right, but Laterio, she sent me this Florida bill by your boy Ron DeSantis. It's funny because is he even really white, or is he like Hispanic?
I know.
Because DeSantis is not European descent. Somebody look that up while I read this.
Last name?
Yes, Ron DeSantis.
Okay,
like that ain't no
We just gonna assume
European man. All right, today Bill HB 999 will be proposed by Governor DeSantis. If this bill passes May 5th, the following will be removed from Florida's college campuses. NPAC organizations, as y'all know, Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rho, and Iota Phi Theta.
He is from Italy.
DeSantis. Well, DeSantis. It ends with an S, so it's not so he's not really Italian. So it'll also remove NMGC and Latinx organizations. So pretty much he's gonna, if this bill passes, the following will be removed from, so NPHC organizations, the Latinx organizations, Jewish studies courses, majors and minors. He really stepping on some toes.
Yeah.
Feminist theory courses, majors and minors. General study courses, gender study courses, majors and minors. Centers and programs for Black students, centers and programs for Latinx students, centers and programs for Asian and AAPI students, centers and programs for LGBTQ plus students.
Attacking everybody.
Tenured faculty will be eligible for review. The tenure will be reconsidered by the Board of Trustees, who will be chosen and appointed by the governor. You can, 1, spread the word. 2, if you're Greek, tell your brothers and sisters. 3, contact your Florida House of Representatives. Or 4, encourage students to plan. So I've been kind of seeing some stuff about this, and the bill is very, from what I've read, is very vague. So it ain't like it's like a hammer down approach, but it could lead to like precedents to other stuff. So we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, for my fraternity, we are having our conclave this year in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, we.
But brothers were upset even before this happened because with the whole critical race theory, things like that. Honestly, it was too late for us to cancel because we have our conclave, which is our grand chapter meeting, every other year. So a lot of planning and preparation goes into it. So we can't just up and cancel it because we don't have an alternative. And also, we've planned local businesses, and pretty much a lot of money will be lost. And unfortunately, it does come down to money too. So we'll be there in Tampa. However, moving forward, we probably won't be. So it's just crazy that this is what we're facing in America in 2023. Yeah. But
I could agree with that. But so. Okay, I looked up his age. He's 44.
Hey, he's actually young.
Yeah, that's young. So at first I was like, maybe he might be out of touch and he might be just, a little older, outdated. He don't know, what's going on in America now. But then when I saw his age, I was like, okay, what is my thoughts now? Because he only 44, so that's not that old. Why is he doing this? I don't know. I have questions, a lot of questions about this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's. I just have the hope that, not cooler heads, but logical minds will prevail when it comes to this, because where does this really get us?
Yeah.
Like, even the whole critical race thing is like, why is this such a thing? Are people asking for this, or are these politicians asking for it? And I remember back in January, Michael Eric Dyson. Do y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. He was a guest speaker for the MLK event. They're Googling, but he had mentioned, because he's a professor. He teaches at Vanderbilt, and he had mentioned that he said, "Yo, I teach white students," and he said they're upset that they're not learning the real history.
What?
But I think everyone's upset they're not learning the real history.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just a political thing to where.
Did he try to throw that out there because he has white students so it can make a bigger impact?
No. Michael Eric Dyson is pro-black.
I know he's pro-black, but what I'm saying is, did he try to say, I understand, I'm pro-black, I love black, and I want to teach them these things, but I'm telling you, the white people are asking for this too. It's not just my black people that are asking. Yeah. So is that what he's just? That's why he was. That makes sense.
He was saying that to the effect of, he said, he was giving them grace. He said, "Man, this whole critical race thing," he said, "Man, the white folks want to learn too." Yeah. Like, he was like saying that. He said, they upset that they're not getting the opportunity to really know the whole truth.
Right.
And
They just want to wash it out, though. They want us to stop remembering. That's what I think. Because they feel like if we stop them from remembering, we can move forward to just a clear mind of thinking, and they won't have to ever think
Well,
about
they may
this.
revert back to their old ways.
Yeah,
Too.
revert back to those.
Yeah.
Because then if I don't know about the past, how can I prevent it from happening
Yeah,
again?
but really, most of them are their grandparents. If my grandparents have went through that, their grandparents are still here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like I mentioned, they're still like people are living longer, and eventually
And we all fighting.
they're gonna die out. And I used to work in the bank, bank system and all that, and I worked off West End, and I met the younger whites. They're reasonable, and there's some hope that because really the main thing, honestly, truth be told, because even way back in the day, like, bro, black folks and white folks was cool with each other. It just wasn't, displayed like that.
Yeah.
But like, if you really know somebody, it makes all the difference because a lot of times when you don't really have like a true black friend, like if you're white and you really don't know black people, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Same with like, well, with us, we're forgiving people. And sometimes I have a whole rant about black folks and religion, but that's for a whole nother day. Because we're way too forgiving. But yeah, it's I just feel like if you truly don't know someone or like know someone of a different race, then you just literally will never understand. Because we live in two different worlds. I can tell you that now.
Truly.
Yeah.
Black people relate in the struggle. White people relate in the privilege. They be talking about lake houses.
Yep.
Right.
I'm like, wait, lake house? Nigga,
Right.
I don't.
About their acres that they live on or have.
Nigga, I
passed
don't.
down.
I don't have a house. But
And you know what I'm thinking? It's sounding like with people, work is a thing too, because I work in a tech company, and at the tech company, every race on my team, all of us are just trying to know what the other person is about. We know what kind of work we do. It's tech. So it's just one thing. But when we're on a team, it's not like, I don't ever feel like that race thing. But then like when I'm out in the real world, I'm like, dang, there it go right there.
Well, I can say I differ from that. When I worked at the tissue bank, it was completely different. Like, I feel like individuals, you know what I'm saying, they just feel like they're a little more privy than you are. They can treat you any kind of way, say whatever they want to say, and you just better bow to whatever it is that they're trying to get across. Okay?
Well, you better start using that. Because I'm not going to happen. Not over here.
oh yeah, and you can definitely recognize the microaggressions. And the biggest thing that I noticed too, especially working at the bank, when it's like majority white events, the thing that they do is they don't acknowledge you.
Ooh, baby.
Yes. I don't like code
No,
switching.
well, the biggest thing though is like they act like you're literally not even there. And y'all ever deal with like you like meet somebody, and then y'all go to another event, and then you're like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, hey, my name's so and so. You're like, yo, I know you. Like, I've met you before. But to them, it's like we all just kind of look the same.
Yeah.
And it's like
They look the same to me. So
They do.
I don't. It's in our eye, though. Because I think your own race can only see the difference in you. Because I swear, every other race looks the same to me. And I just mesh them together like a blob.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
A blob.
I think I mentioned Trump may go to jail for that Stormy Daniels stuff. We'll just skirt over that. It's been a few bank failures. So the thing with banks, banks are risky, in case y'all ain't know.
Very risky.
But they live in a perfect ecosystem of deposits and withdrawals. They don't ever operate on the situation, just like what happened with Silicon Valley, is where a lot of people withdrew at the same time. And also, the thing with Silicon Valley Bank too is that they invested in their clientele is a little different than a traditional bank, so people gotta keep that in mind. But the biggest thing now is like the fear, and when people fear, that can ruin a lot of shit. Even back, I was working at the bank during the pandemic. People was making withdrawals. I'm like, what you gonna do with your money? Like, what you gonna do? Like sit at home?
Yeah.
Backyard under the doghouse.
But hopefully, this will pass. I mean, it's a hot topic now, but things will go back to status quo because banks lend other banks money. Like they'll literally be like, "Yo."
I just can't believe that they only cover up to 250,000. So if you have over $1 million, like, how do you really spread out your money? I think that's where I'm just.
Well, I mean, just go to different banks.
Yeah,
Just
Giannis.
different banks.
Giannis told you.
Yeah, but that was kind of foolish though. That was kind of foolish though. The fact that he put it like, what did he say?
He
Like,
had it in 50 different banks.
Yeah.
who wants to do that?
He young, but that's the thing. He young. He don't know this stuff.
Yeah,
like if you've never been taught,
but still though, like who really wants to do it? And first of all, you shouldn't have that much in the bank.
But I'm pretty.
He make that much.
Yeah.
No, but like you shouldn't have it in the bank though.
But you don't think he got a
He didn't know
financial?
that.
You don't
It
think
should
he got
be
a financial advisor who
invested elsewhere.
He's an advisor. So Garrison, what would you say your money needs to be?
It don't need to be in the bank.
What
It needs
should
to
it
be
be?
doing. So you should contact your financial advisor, and they should advise you on what you should do with it. But I can tell you now, having money in the bank is not the best move.
So you saying we need to pull our money out the bank now? Cause
just buy
Well-
property.
exactly.
Well, no, because
Airbnb.
well, first of all, I'm not giving no financial advice
Look,
because.
interest rates too high.
But the thing is, it's different though because it depends on who you're talking to. But if you have large sums of money, then only just from my perspective, only a certain percentage need to be like liquid, and the rest.
What's percentage? Give us like a few numbers. Ballpark it.
So let's say you have $1 million, right?
Okay.
Maybe keep $250 in the bank.
Okay.
Then the rest you need to do else, like
Other assets.
because how much is your savings account paying right now at a bank? 0.01.
0.1% per year.
No. It's 0.01.
Yeah, 0.01. So you're gonna get
Because one means 1%. Like 0.01.
3 cents.
Yeah, a month.
Nothing. Not
Yeah.
even a month. Shoot. Forget
And how
that.
much is inflation these days?
Exactly.
So you're basically losing money safely.
I'm definitely scratching my head right now. Cause
But if you had a good financial advisor, they would tell you, well, hey, you should probably do this, probably do that. So, but just having money in the bank, and people be thinking like, oh, well, I just want to see it, I want to touch it. Nigga, what do you need $250,000 for?
buy stuff. Stuff is high.
When the last time you had an emergency?
When I needed to buy some eggs, I was $6.39. I got stressed out.
Okay, right.
My money from the bank.
But mind you said $639. When was the last time you had a $100,000 emergency? I'll wait.
You really don't.
You won't.
You won't.
You don't.
Yeah, not a normal person.
Honestly,
Well, not
the
even
average
rich people.
emergency might be a few $1,000s.
Yeah, true.
But people just think like, well, let me keep 100,000 there because you never know what's gonna happen. I'm like, bruh, like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
But-
that don't.
Anywho,
But okay, my question is the firms told the clients to remove their money. So why are we putting it on like Silicon Valley like it's their problem that the clients remove their money? The firms told them to do it. So I understand that they failed, but we understand why they failed because everybody, like you said, everybody pulled their money out at the same time, but the firms told them to do it. What did the firms know?
well,
That's the question.
once again, you got to think about their clientele. People put money in here to invest in startup companies, startup tech companies. it was hot during the pandemic, and then now
Slowly
we're kind of going back to where we were. So it's like a lot of people withdrew funds all at once.
Yeah.
Which can make a bank insolvent. So, and also too, just working at the bank, you got, heads up. Banks only have a certain amount of cash, like at a bank.
Yeah.
Because honestly, money is number numbers. Like it ain't cash; it's just numbers.
Yeah.
So a bank might have, depending on the location, maybe $150,000, like cash.
That's it.
So you have to really understand.
Even in the vaults.
Yes, like.
So it ain't people robbing banks.
It ain't like
That's
the
why
movies.
They don't rob the banks no more.
I'm telling you,
they going to jail for nothing.
Yes.
when I worked at the bank and realized what the vault was, and being over the vault, it is not like the movies where you walk in this big old place and there's stacks of gold and like no, it's a little ass cabinet, and you got a couple $100,000 there. It's like all right, but like that's it.
Oh my God.
So you gotta think about that. People, if like any random day, if someone, matter of fact, it's been times where people like, yo, I need 50 grand out. We be like, yo, we can't do that.
You gotta set an appointment, right?
Yeah, because we gotta order the money.
I'm so nosy. I'd be like, what you need 50 grand right now for?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, but like that's
right now you can't.
That's like what I would ask them. I'm like, what you need this for? I'm like, yo, if you could do a cashier's check, we can like just give you the certified funds, but always.
So that wasn't a requirement to ask them why.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
And plus, I would recommend, like, especially if you paying somebody, it's like you better get the cashier's check because it's traceable.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, like let's say you lose a check, you can come back, be like, yo, I lost it. We can void it, and. But if we give you 50 grand in cash and someone knock you over the head as soon as you walk outside the bank,
it's over with.
It's a wrap.
Benito.
Sorry, like that's on you.
It's out our hands.
Yep. All right, last but not least, Sierra's dress. Anyone of y'all want to take it away? Because I don't really know about this.
Did you see the picture?
I did. I did.
We want to hear your opinion since you threw it on us so fast.
Dang, I mean, you want to brought it up as a topic.
I honestly feel like she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to. She can wear whatever she wants to. She won't go outside butt naked. That's her business.
Come on, hit the
Why everybody else worried about it? Why?
I will not hit that.
Why? It's like everybody in the
I mean,
world
I didn't.
just
I mean,
fucking-
I seen. I mean, it wasn't like it was like a nude dress, but like it wasn't showing nipples or anything.
But like you said earlier, that was the thing.
And it was
Somebody
thing.
else had like a similar dress on too. They didn't say nothing about her.
And also, Russell Wilson was there
right.
next to her.
He probably was cheering her on, like the little TikTok meme.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because she's married to Russell and they did that weight thing, so now they making a big deal of it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really what it is.
They probably tried.
Wait, the what
You're
thing?
supposed to be so
Wilson, man.
holy. They're, when they did like the little weight before they got married and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what it is. It's based on that.
women's body, women's choice.
I'm glad you said that.
Women's History Month.
I would definitely say this. We're gonna go back a little bit. Let's rewind back to John Morant's brand. So I guess they feel like Sierra's brand would not be okay for that particular dress because she does have like a mother, like wholesome,
She dated Future.
nice. What?
She dated Future.
She did it.
But even though she was
Before
there,
she had kids.
but even though we
that
pushed
Riding
that
video.
we pushed that out of our minds.
You know,
That's
so
all.
you know, Sierra is from where I'm from,
Yeah.
like South Side, like Clayton County.
Yeah, but don't try to put that on her. You trying to put a narrative
Well, no,
on her.
I'm just saying, like.
So the dress was okay.
I mean, I'd have issue with it.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
I mean, but I think that's the problem with everybody else.
How do
They
y'all feel
like
about
her
men
brand.
policing women and what they wear?
No, worry about
Nah,
yourself.
don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Are you
Because then when I start
Yeah.
talking about your shoes and your clothes and your haircut and your mustache and your beard, then you want to, I don't know. I can do what I want to, baby. Okay, I can too. Hello.
Okay, sound like it came from a personal place.
But I'm just saying though.
No comment.
her whole her whole dress, I thought it was okay. And like what was stated is that the theme of the party was that. So why would I show up anything more than that? I need to be naked. What was the theme of the party?
It was, I don't know the exact
Let's
words,
get naked.
but-
Let's
Yeah, in my eyes, that's what it was. Let's get
I
naked.
don't remember.
But I think it was okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and get into our main topics, and we're back. So I'm gonna let them take this away. So be careful in Mexico.
What do you guys have to say about that with the cartel and everything that's going on in Mexico?
As she takes another sip of her flask.
Reporting live.
It was a drug deal gone wrong.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, it was like 2 weeks ago where it was 4 Americans. They were kidnapped. 2 were killed. And yeah, y'all take it away.
So the safety of Mexico. What do you feel?
I just think that the story not mathing. The story that they tell me on TV versus everything that, yes, I'm a TikTok university kind of girl. The stuff I'm reading on TikTok, and I know everything is not true, but the math just not mathing. She went to Mexico to get a tummy tuck by a doctor that does not even do tummy tucks. Yeah. So, I don't know. Just the whole story sounds confusing to me, and really you can make up any theory at this point.
But they said she's been there before. So that's why I feel like it was a drug deal.
Yeah, I think that then, not on top of that, she's been there before and she went through the border one way. And every time she's been to the border, she's went that same way. And then this one time that they decided to get kidnapped, she went a different way. What was the reason for going the different way?
Because she knew they was tracing her. They was tracking her every move.
Yep.
Why do you think they were tracking her every move?
She had their drugs. I'm sticking to the drugs. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's the drugs.
So I wonder how many times has she been there before?
See, they didn't
give no specifics. Yeah.
So what about the other people that she was with?
One guy, he said that he was really scared. A lot of people have been coming actually on CNN about it, and it's not them specifically. It's actually they friends, they cousins, other people are coming to tell their side of the story. And I'm like, y'all wasn't even in the group. So
one of the guys, his wife found out that he died on CNN. So he was he was the boyfriend to the girl, one of the girls that was there. So his wife found out that he cheated. Not only did he cheat, but he died out of the country because they was all together doing this drug deal.
Yeah. And then it was supposed to be 5 of them. And when you go to Mexico, you need a passport. So that's another thing I'm really confused about, because why didn't y'all even have y'all everything together? As in, okay, I've been to Mexico before. I know I need a passport. If I'm going with my friends, my family, hey, we going here, you need a passport. Like, you would know what to tell them. When you go over there, you can't bring nothing. And make sure you don't bring nothing back.
Yeah.
Like versus, hey, you can take some, put it in your Vaseline jar. Like, the difference.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Well, if you try to be hot, you got some consequences with it. Remember, I'm an undercover cop, so
we see.
You would know, wouldn't
we
you?
already know. That's why I'm scared up in here, y'all. What do you think about it, G Money?
I mean, one, you got to be really careful and mindful of where you're going and like the laws, because a lot of people don't be factoring in. Remember when A$AP Rocky got arrested over in like London or something like that? Like, people don't realize, like international laws are different.
Lil Baby and what's the basketball player name?
James Harden.
James Harden, Brittany Griner too. Them all on the same thing, same T.
So like you just got to be mindful, and you got to really be conscious of like, you got to be aware of where you're at, because shit ain't the same everywhere where you go.
So if you was visiting Mexico and you would you try to learn at least a little Spanish yourself?
Yeah, I actually know a little Spanish. I took it throughout school and stuff, so I know a little Spanish.
Okay. I was just wondering
What
because
you know? What you know, Garrison?
What you know?
I ain't ever heard you speak no Spanish.
Come on, style. I mean, look.
exactly.
I know enough to hold a conversation.
¿Cuánto cuesta esto?
Muy
¿Qué?
bien.
He didn't even know what that meant, so I know.
He just said, okay.
Exactly.
¿Qué?
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Wait, repeat that.
¿Cuánto cuesta esto?
How much? What does that mean?
How much does it cost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like, a little easy
Yeah.
one. You was close, but all he knows is who, what, where, why, when. Just,
¿Dónde está?
I don't know that one.
Where you from?
Yeah.
Mexico.
See. Hey, she over from Mexico over here. She's like, yeah. She over there confirming stuff.
No, but I just think that you should know at least a little something. Because what if, this is just a theory I'm throwing out there. What if they were speaking Spanish, the people confused and scared and just, going outrageous, and they really just got shot on the humble?
I'm breaking out theory. What did you say again? Because I would
know.
not know.
Translate.
Yeah, because I don't know. The story just sounds fishy.
And could be a situation where people like Mexicans might view Americans as they might have money and they might exploit them, etc. So
But
They picked the wrong
They tell
people to kill.
They tell you when you travel over there,
They didn't
seriously,
get no
do not
money.
look like you have any kind of wealth at all because they already figured that Americans are rich.
yeah.
So what would y'all wear to not look? So what would y'all wear to look under the radar? What would you wear?
I would dress like the others.
What's the others?
European.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, so explain.
So pretty much the purse I would have like
She started with the purse.
that's made in Mexico, okay? Has like the
Gotta
little
match the
fringes
outfit.
on it with the flowers on there, little velvet,
A little
nothing
boho.
name brand, yeah, little boho bag, okay. I would probably have on some regular shorts, nice t-shirt or something. Yeah, I have my hair up in a bun, no jewelry, maybe some simple earrings.
Okay.
That's about it.
She gets
Now they're gonna get you anyway because
She
you
gets
look,
smacked
you
off
look
the roof.
mixed sometimes.
I know, I like
You
a little,
look mixed,
yeah.
they gonna get you regardless.
They walking up talking Spanish
Yeah.
immediately. I'm like, nope, she not from here. We already got her. what you
We got them.
What you
I'm
want?
got.
You already got.
I'm already got.
You be like, I'm from Memphis, man.
Yeah.
He like, don't mess with
You
her.
be like, me no, I don't give a fuck. You come with me.
Try to recruit me.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, that's something like Chirac, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You be good.
What you wear, Garrison,
I'm
when you get to Mexico?
look, I'm wearing my old man swag. I'm gonna have a button down, short sleeve, little shirt, and maybe some open toe sandals. A little
To the barbecue.
the little thong joints. Yeah,
He has no money. He has no thong sandals.
Yeah.
but then again though, well, at least from my perspective, the more conservative you dress, to me, that means you got money. Mm-hmm. To me. If you Gucci down, I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga spent all the money on the outfit.
Yep, brokio.
All right, so
Definitely agree with that.
yeah. So let's look at a little spicy. At what point do y'all know when to give up on the situation? It could be a relationship or whatever. Y'all can speak from personal perspective.
Well, for me, I feel like I will know when I just feel like I'm empty.
Have y'all ever been in a situation where you just gave it your all and just didn't work?
Yes, several times to be exact.
All right, elaborate on that.
Dang, y'all in this elaborating. So, like, pretty much when you're dating somebody, and you just feel like you get to the point to where you honestly
And
can't.
they
take
over here
anymore.
like they over here like, yeah, girl, tell me.
Right.
Hey, they over here reacting. They over here like look, they over there fidgeting. She don't took a shot. Right. She just like, shit. Well, let me take a shot before I answer.
Let me tell you,
Because I am
Right,
ready for this answer. Woo.
I don't know. For me, I just feel like I get to a point to where I'm empty. Like, I can't even pour into myself. So there's nothing left for me to pour into you. And then it's like we might be going back and forth with each other. So I might feel like, all right, this is time for me to stop investing in something that's not working.
Is that like years?
It just depends on the individual. I can't say it's different for everyone. For me.
Okay, so Ashley's saying yes for years.
Well, I was just thinking in my head when you said years, I was going to be very specific about time frame when it came to ending a situation. Because specifically, if we just started talking and then I've been talking to you and maybe you're just not my cup of tea from the beginning. We've tried a little bit. We was flirting a little bit. We thought we were digging each other. And then we got to the point of, oh, I just really do not like this guy. I am done, Benito, like out of there, dead. But then I would say this. If it's been years and we've been in a relationship or even friendships or even, situationships, it's been years and we kind of know each other and I can put up with certain things. But, I mean, there is a fine line too, because at the end of the day, if I just feel like, okay, you keep on doing the same thing that I dislike after I've told you that I dislike this, and now you give me no choice. That's
called disrespect. If you have communicated that you don't like something and they keep doing it.
Yeah, I know that that's disrespect, but I mean, do you give somebody a chance to fix their wrong? Because sometimes they don't know that it's wrong. How many chances do you give?
Well, so the thing about it, you can love someone in a relationship, but like the question is, do they respect you, right? Because love and respect aren't hand in hand.
Yeah, they're definitely not. No.
Because think about people who like you respect. You wouldn't put them through certain stuff, right?
Right.
But people who we claim to love, they put it through some bullshit.
Yep.
So it's just like, like, why would you do that to me? And I just learned, like, at this point, well, one, I feel like I guess the question I was going to ask you, or y'all, do y'all feel like y'all have good discernment?
I'll let somebody else answer because I'm doing a lot of talking because I definitely think I do.
Because people be showing their red flags early, but for whatever reason they just ignore them.
I feel like if I really really like you, I feel like I can give you a little chance. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little wiggle room. But sometimes I feel like
you got to take people at face value.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you guys don't feel like you can give people chances that they might be able to change? Like,
no.
While you're talking? No.
I mean,
honestly, now, like nowadays. Nah, because if they literally show you early, it's just like
they open their book and they say, "This is my page." That's all I need.
Because you gotta take mental notes. Like if they doing shit early, they gonna do shit later. Because a lot of times, my band director always said people really don't change. So if they do something,
they gonna try to get over.
Then they gonna do it again.
So,
but I feel like everybody, we all settle though. So you don't feel like you can settle just a little bit. You just feel like this person just got to have it all together.
It really depends on your discernment, because are you willing to put up with someone who don't got their shit together?
No.
So what do you mean not have their shit together?
Well,
I mean, like,
no.
Well, repeat what you just said, because you said don't have it all together now, right?
Yeah, they don't have it all together. Like we're all growing every day, right?
So it really depends on like your level of what you're willing to accept.
Shoot, level of red flag.
Because at being younger, it's like, all right, we still figuring this shit out. But at a certain point, it's like, yo,
you should know not to.
You got to be at least here for me to work with you versus like try to pull you from the mud.
So what do you not accept? Okay, let's go around the room. Like, what do you not accept? You know what I'm saying? Versus on what you will accept.
I'm not going to.
Or tolerate in general. Let's say
Don't let me go first, because then I'm going to start spilling. But I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect. You're not going to say anything that you want to me. Even if you feel that it is okay to say these things, I might, if I'll check you the first time. Because we don't know each other red flagness. I don't know how high your red flagness is. Let me just say that. But the first time I'm going to check you. But the second time you do anything that's even in my thoughts, even if you wasn't even trying, even if you accidentally do anything or say something to me in the wrong way, then this dead. And now I really got to talk to you like I'm just ghetto. So if I got to get ghetto on you, then this ain't a relationship that we really need to be in. It's just like...
And people shouldn't bring that out of you.
Exactly. If they bring it out of me, then they don't respect me.
Yeah, so you
or deserve you, so keep it pushing.
All right, next.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. Disrespect is the same. Cheating is the same. But if you make me mad, I'm gone anyway. So don't.
What makes you mad?
See, it takes a lot to get me mad.
Oh, so
once I get there, you gotta go.
Okay.
Because then I want to put my hands on you.
Yeah, I don't have a middle.
Terry J.
For me, I think I don't want to tolerate like you putting your hands on me or trying to belittle me.
Oh Jesus, that's like level 10.
Those are like, you know, or like someone just trying to control me. I don't like
my goons.
I don't like someone that's trying to control me or someone feel like they're just really, really needy. Okay, like you calling me all day, need to talk to me all day. Like definitely a red flag, nigga. I don't need to talk to you all day.
But that ain't a red flag to me.
It is all day. All day. I'm not talking about like I call you in the morning, I'm gonna call you in the evening, I'm gonna call you at night.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like clingy women.
That's too much for me.
I don't.
I like clingy men at the beginning. Show me that you really want to go after me or chase me a little bit.
So there's a healthy balance, and it don't have to be clingy.
Yeah, but I'm just putting that word clingy on it because that's what I feel that it is. But like he said, healthy balance is okay. But at the beginning, kind of chase me and let me know you want me, because at the beginning, really, I'm really just pushing you away a little bit to see how far you're gonna go.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
People in the game.
Well, that can be an issue.
What's the issue?
Because I feel like y'all should both desire each other. I mean, yeah, in the same way, because the whole chasing game, it sound good, but it's like, yo, as a man, I want to feel wanted too.
Yeah, men do want to feel this.
Because if I feel like it's uneven, then I'm well, just knowing me, I'm all right, well, you got it. I'm a bow out.
Well, I don't think that, because I feel like at the beginning I want you to be a little clingy. Then I'm gonna let you know if I really like you, and then we can kind of like, you know, we'll get to the same level, and I'll kind of teach you where I want you at, and you should teach me where you want me at, so we can be on that healthy balance. But from the beginning, I kind of like the chase. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you chase me at the beginning, because I just feel like men don't be caring about nothing really.
Well, it depends, because
what does it depend?
It sounds very cliche, but you know, it's a
what
difference.
What does it depend on? Clear.
It's
concise.
a difference. It is a difference when someone actually likes you. Like, they will show you.
I know that they will show me.
Because I feel like if you have to chase someone, then it's kind of like, okay, something is not even, right?
Yeah,
like,
but it shouldn't be even at the beginning. At the beginning of the relationship.
What do you mean by that?
The whole relationship. So let me start from the beginning. In the beginning, God made man. And then he made woman.
Oh, hell.
So, okay. No.
Oh, hell. Well, all right, y'all. No.
In the beginning, I feel like when a guy should be asking me for my number. And then, even if I'm interested, I'm already kind of give you the face or show you the eye or even show you that I'm kind of interested.
Can I stop you for a second?
No.
Okay.
And then, once you kind of see that I'm interested, then you should know it's time to attack her. Attack me, please.
She like the animal kingdom.
Yes, me. Right.
She wanted like the animal kingdom.
Right.
But then show me clingy. You want me. You follow me. You want to talk to me and all these kind of things. Because I don't know. I'm naturally like a push away at the beginning. Because I'm trying to see how far you going to go. Is you going to hold on to me, or is you going to let go early on? If you let go early on, then I already know later down in the relationship that you're not going to hold on to this as long as I would think I wanted to.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever done it a different way?
Yeah, I have.
Have you ever approached a man?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Because the reason why I asked that, because it's like, if you didn't say that, then, you know, if you had the mindset of like, oh, well, he has approached me, then you're kind of leaving it, you're like leaving your fate up to someone else.
Up to him, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I am of the belief, man or woman, if you want something,
You gonna go after it.
You should go after it.
True.
Like, because I have women friends and they're like, oh, well, if you like me, then he'll approach me. Okay. That sounds cool. But a lot of times, a lot of men are nervous.
Yeah, they are.
Seriously. Like, I'm speaking for one of them. And normally it's the loudest guy in the room who approach women. And normally the loudest guy ain't the one who you
I want the quiet one. The
need
one
to be
that's
with.
in that corner.
So,
But I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna give him eyes to
the
let
one
him know
in the
though.
corner.
but see, even like even the eye, because I'm kind of naive. Like this shit just go mad. But like the quiet guys need more from y'all, especially if like y'all show interest. Like we just need more so that we can have a clear sign of, okay, she's looking at me or she feels me, so let me approach. Because just like, oh, I was looking your way, that ain't sufficient. I can tell you now that is not sufficient, because you gotta think about the club is loud music, we might be drinking, so like we're not fully aware of like, oh, she might be looking my way, so let me approach.
But I'm just giving out I'm just looking his way, but it might be a little more onto that. So like, if you look in my way and then I like hold my glass of like cheers, like, you know, I do like little flirty, like cute, like little quiet things,
Okay.
but it ain't too much.
You make it obvious.
Yeah, I want you to know.
Okay.
It's not like I'm just like, oh, I just looked him dead in his eyes. He looked me in my eyes. Then we start, you know. But not, I'm giving off a little something. A little more than just the eyes.
Yeah. But I guess, well, my turn since we went around the room. I would say I'm not in the business of dealing with a woman who just can't communicate her feelings. Especially if you old as hell. Well, I mean, not old, but like if you're at like a certain age and you can't tell me how you feel, that is an issue.
Yeah.
Because that's the red flag early. Imagine if you meet someone who you like, you think they're cute or whatever, they might be your type, whatever. But like if they can't express their feelings early on, what you think gonna happen later
I
on?
think they can learn. I don't know. I don't know.
She getting people.
How would they learn? Okay. You know what? Okay.
What's the time frame?
They might be able to learn, but are they actively trying to learn?
Okay, that's the difference. Okay, if they're actively trying,
Because-
then yes. If not, no.
Because if someone can't express themselves and they're not doing anything to help that, then you're gonna get someone who don't know how to express
3
themselves.
months, if you feel like
3 months.
I feel like I'm gonna give you 3 months and you can't learn and you just like getting on my nerves, then I'm gonna have to let you go.
1 week should be your time frame. 7
1 week?
days. Yes.
No.
Give me 7
No.
days, because
No.
in 7 days you know.
No, you don't.
know.
No, you don't.
No.
Yes,
Why you say 3 months? This why I just why 3
Is that
months?
just too far for you?
Well, 7 days is a lot because you got to factor in people's communication style.
Yeah,
Because sometimes they might not communicate.
on a daily basis.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
like 7 days is kind of.
or I might
pushing
not
too
see you
soon.
often. So I'm just saying 3 months just to see if that's really who you are. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I need a little longer. I mean, sometimes I don't, but it's a vibe for me too. Like it's an energy thing for me as well.
So, Laterio, it sounds like you believe in potential.
I do. I really do.
Laterio,
I'm a hopeless romantic, okay?
Lateria-
Unfortunately. And I am working on it, okay?
look,
What? You get on me about this at the office,
Next
and I
one.
really am trying to work on it, okay?
Laterio,
What?
potential is bullshit.
So what do I need to be looking for, Garrison? Because you get on me about this all the time.
You
What do I
need
need
to-
look
Not the
for?
potential.
Show exactly what
So
they show
just
you. You
just
need to be
literally
viewing it.
like what they're showing you
They say,
is
"This is
literally
my
what they are.
blueprint."
Because
Yeah.
like you
They're
know,
not gonna show you nothing different. The potential you think you can give them, or you think they're gonna learn, they're not gonna learn it. They already who they are.
Yeah.
That's what I think about
and,
men.
and like I said, people are who they are, and people rarely change unless a traumatic situation happened to them. Mm-hmm. Now, if like I'm talking to a chick and she's telling me, "Oh yeah, I want to be a dentist," but if she ain't in dental school,
What are you talking about?
what are we talking about?
You just talking to be talking.
We're just talking. But like, so it's one thing between potential and tangible potential. Because if like a chick saying, "Yo, I want to be a dentist," and she's in medical school, I'm like, "Oh, well, you doing what it takes to get there." Versus, "Oh yeah, one day I'm gonna apply to schooling, and next, 2 years later, I'm like, yo, did you go to did you apply to dental school? Nah, well, I'm so it's just talk, right? So, I feel like discernment on the front end, you will eliminate a lot of bullshit on the back end, and you won't be in these situations where you have to deal with years long situations of dealing with the same person that you knew.
Let me say this. I don't know. The 3 months is far for me because I feel like after 3 months, I'm kind of like, I feel like I got to stick with this because I've gave it so much time already. Because it's like 90 days. Like,
all right, well,
instead of.
So in abusive relationships, especially verbal, a lot of times the abuser uses time as a thing to hold over you. Man, we done been through this all this time. You just gonna give up?
Yep,
Yeah,
I am.
Sure live.
See you later.
But the thing about it,
See, I ain't even bye.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
You gotta go.
What are you going to do to change?
and truth be told, if in my opinion, if you literally have to fight for your relationship weekly,
Yeah, you got to let that go.
it ain't working, baby.
It's tiring.
Like it is not working. It ain't working. Like if you literally have to fight every week,
somebody else then.
if you have to fight every week, it ain't real no better.
That's
And-
too much energy.
Yeah,
It is. It's draining.
I don't like to argue personally.
Me neither.
I've had relationships where, and I'm actually thankful that I had a positive relationship because a lot of times we have trauma bonds where we deal with some bullshit and we just relate. I'm like, man, it's some fucking bullshit. I can't talk to this thing. But I'm glad that I'm able to relate from a good relationship. But then, it turned south. However, we did have good moments, but like I said, when it went bad, I'm trying to work it out. But after a while, I was like, okay, this ain't working. I got to go. You know what I mean? Like it was because it's one thing. So that's kind of back to the whole discernment thing. You have to realize, like, yo, is this a fight worth fighting, or is it a lost cause?
How do you really know it's a fight worth fighting?
You know, because let's say you with somebody and they talking about they gonna change, but y'all been talking about that for 2 years.
Like that's too long.
No,
I think it should be easy.
Or like even a year, if they always talking about it's gonna change and y'all arguing about the same stuff, you should know, like, okay, this is a
Just gotta
loss,
accept this.
like a loss fight.
He gonna put the towels up on top of the shower curtain, so I'm just gonna accept this.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be quiet about it. I'm not gonna argue about it no more.
and honestly,
It's gonna be
that's
up there. I'm gonna see.
that's not a good situation to be in when you are to the point where you avoid arguments because you just like, I already know how this is gonna be. Let me not say nothing. And
But
then
no, okay. Do you think that there is like petty arguments, or do you think that everything that you're saying basically, since it's an argument, then I should just like let this go? Like, cause like I'm saying, I said like put the towel on top of the shower curtain. I know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna avoid the argument because I ain't about to talk about this shower curtain thing no more. Versus, oh, he been cheating. Oh, I done told him 6 times to stop cheating type thing. Like, do you think it's a or this or that?
well, I mean, you gotta really think about it. Like, let's say even with the towel, like you said, you leave it.
Hanging on the shower curtain.
Yeah, so-
there's a hanger on the back of the door.
So imagine if like you told them not to do that shit, right?
Okay.
And they keep doing that shit.
Uh-huh.
So even though you gotta think bigger than the actual literal situation,
Mm-hmm.
think about you recommend he do something, right? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't listen. Mm-hmm. So that can transfer to other shit.
Well, I think it can transfer, but I think that small things, it could be petty things, and then other things.
Small things lead to big things.
They could, but this could be just something small that he just does. If you grew up all your life putting your towel, and I hate to keep saying that part, but putting your towel there. But then if we talk about, let's get our cars washed every week, wash the cars every week. But he following up with washing the cars every week, and then the towel is still up on the shower. I mean, I gotta balance that out some kind of way. As a woman, I think that I would balance it out. I balance that out.
Well, yeah, you know, you guys have, is it worth the fight? But also, you gotta think like, why can't he do this? Like, it's something so small, and is he that stubborn?
Yep, stubborn. I take it as stubborn.
Or
just because you said something.
Or like, is she that stubborn? You know, it's just because, like I said, small things lead to big things. So it's really depend. But overall, for those listening, if you're in a bullshit situation and that shit ain't working,
jump ship.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Jump ship.
Do y'all know what insanity is?
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it?
You're gonna live crazy in your life.
No.
Continue to do the same thing over, even though it doesn't work.
Similar, but insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Because if you're literally doing the same thing and nothing changing, but you hoping some shit will change, it's insane.
But what if it's changing, but just not at the pace you want to be? You get what I'm saying?
Elaborate on that. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're dating somebody. Things are not like you want them to be just yet, but the person is working on themselves slowly and doing things that you would like for them to do.
How slow?
I mean, yeah. I'm about to say, yeah.
How slow?
I mean, really depend on like your timeline and how fast they moving.
But are they working on themselves to work on themselves, or are they working on themselves to be in a relationship?
Yeah,
like, I don't
right.
know. It was a difference to me. Because if they're working on themselves and you just brought up something that they could fix for themselves, they could break up with you and then still fix that within themselves and then move on with the next girl with these same things. Like, that's just.
And also, too, you got to realize people are different with different people. Because a lot of.
Everybody's different.
Not to pick on the women, but, you know, I'm sure y'all seen posts where, let's say y'all with somebody and then he moves on to the next woman and treats her better, right?
No, I ain't never seen that.
Oh, my bad. But I mean, you know, we all have those situations where our ex partner might do better with another partner. Well, that's because they not us, and like we can't be everything to everyone. You know. As bad as you want them to be good to you, or you know, or like you may feel like you're a good partner to them, unfortunately, it just wasn't meant for you.
Yeah, they don't bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like someone could have a horrible relationship. Hell, Sierra in Future, you know, that one the greatest, but then she get with Russell Wilson, you know, because he's a different guy. He's different. People are different, and they bring out. You want to be with someone who brings out the best in you. You know, you want to be with someone who you can feel comfortable with, and have to walk on eggshells. Because I've dealt with that, where I've dealt with you know, women who used to rough guys who got edge, and
it's the edge for me.
And you know, here I am, you know, you can be yourself. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm putting pressure on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you can be yourself.
You can really see a difference from women who dealt with like, you know, some bullshit to not bullshit, because they legit have like fun with you, and they're just, you know. So I just say that to say, you can't make your ideal person that you want, who you want them to be, sometimes might take someone else.
Yeah.
And that's the harsh reality.
Because you can move on to the next guy and he could be like, woo, this is what I was asking for in him, and it took him time, but he was just what that is.
Because
so to move on.
So just what you mentioned, like people who you want to people who you want to change or like working towards something, you can literally meet the next person and they're already there, to where it ain't no working on it. It's like this nigga.
I'm not disagreeing with that. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's already that.
But I feel like I haven't got there yet. I feel like it's always. It sounds so shallow. I feel like the guy that I should be with is not typically the guy I'm more like really attracted to, versus the guy I'm attracted to is not the guy I should be with. It's never like, I feel like there's never this happy medium for me, if that makes sense.
But have you tried to be with the guy that you're less attracted to and see where it got you?
How are you less attracted to him?
Which kind of?
It's not physically. It's just more. I don't know. I feel like it's just I be having this type, like
The look.
All right, so that actually segues to like our last topic of going for people outside your type.
Oh, that's our last topic. Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
ain't got no type.
I like them to have a little edge, like Garrison said.
yeah, but like why though?
I don't know. It's just
You have to really
It's
address
the
that.
3 or 4. She like the 3 or 4.
Matter of fact, all right. So let me ask y'all this.
Could be that.
Why do some people associate no edge as boring? Like, how come a person who got their shit together is considered boring?
Well, it depends.
Are you not used to like a normal life where you don't have to look over like you don't have to like look over your shoulder and worry about legal matters? Like,
No, because you can be spontaneous and you can do things like you can just plan a date. Hey, I'm picking you up at this time. Not all dudes do that. They're like you pick, you decide what you want to do, and that's boring. Regardless.
well, I guess I'm not really conveying my point, but a lot of times I'm just keep it real.
Majority, but don't say all because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
never
yeah.
all. Because I
Like-
go for every type because I wanted to see what every type
So
was like.
so like majority. So for example, let's say you do date a nigga who might be involved in the streets or hood or whatever, right?
Oh my gosh, not the streets.
But y'all might consider it as like fun. You know, it's
It was fun when I was younger.
that's what I'm saying. But like,
outside.
but the thing about it, so like on the opposite spectrum, let's say it's just a guy who's on the straight and narrow, which nobody fly straight, but
Nobody.
but people do fly straight. But
No, they don't.
let's say you get a guy who's on the straight and narrow, and you're not used to it, so life is mundane or whatever. But y'all, well, let me say not y'all, but you know, some people might view it as boring because they're not used to just copacetic life. All right, go ahead.
I would definitely say that I would think it's within that girl and her maturity level to know that, because I would say, because I have been in the situation where I'm like, okay, well, I want a guy who's very thrilling or who's hood, who's ghetto, you know. I like that lifestyle because they just on the busy, fast, whatever.
And he got potential.
Yeah, but oh no, he ain't had no potential. But once I got with the relationship, and then I kept talking to the same kind of guy, then I noticed that I'm getting the same results every single time.
Talk about it.
Which when I got the same results,
Talk about it.
I got to a certain age, I'm like,
Well,
I don't want these results. I want a different
What age was that?
situation. I'll say about 25, 26.
How old are you
I
right
got
now?
Here he goes. In my early 30s. I'm 32.
Okay, there we go.
So,
Okay.
like, once I got to that point, I was like, oh, no, I need to try something different. When I got 27, I started talking to this guy on the straight and narrow, right? This is where I failed. I'm okay to say I failed.
Mm-hmm.
I was so accustomed to the other kind of lifestyle that when he was on the straight and narrow, yeah, we went out to eat. He just wasn't edgy. I was this person. We stayed together. He tried. He tried. I could tell he was trying. I was in it because I was just in it. But he was still trying. Then after a while, he was like, okay, you ain't trying enough. So I need to move on. He moved on. I was very hurt, very sad. And I was like, you moved on from me? What you gonna find better than me? And he didn't find nothing better. Let's just say that. But
You sound like a hater.
the point was, no, he didn't.
That is definitely hate.
No, he wanted to
It's
try
definitely
something new, which at that time I was like, okay, well, I gotta just give it up because he's giving it up. He moved on, yeah, and he's still, trying to talk to me now. That's why I know it wasn't none good.
Period.
Like I said.
Period.
But
Period.
like I know, went through that one situation,
Period. Period.
that let me know that I would never just force one type of relationship or want one type of relationship, because I felt like once I met that guy, he changed my whole perspective on everything. And then once I met him, I was like, okay, it's okay to be with somebody straight and narrow. It's okay to be with a hood guy. It's okay, but I can't wait for your potential to change. Your potential has to already be there, and I have to get with you. It's already changing right now. And
Talk
then
to him.
I'm like, oh, okay, it's
Talk to
changing.
him.
Okay, I can stick with this. But if it ain't changing, it's what it's gonna be. I'm already gonna figure that out in the first 7 days, anyways.
Look, guess what?
She's sticking to
I'm a 7 days, baby.
Guess what?
Right, she's sticking to this.
Yeah. So
Guess what?
7
If you
days.
dealing with a nigga who's on a crooked and whatever,
A
the
winding
opposite
path.
of the crooked and winding, and who ain't on the straight and narrow, it only ends bad or worse.
Yeah.
Like, we all seen the movies. It's funny because I felt like Blair Underwood from Set It Off.
That's a please elaborate moment.
Come on now.
Because so remember, Set It Off. You know, you had Stoney, Jada Pinkett, and you know, she was on that Robin shit. But like, yeah, Blair Underwood was like, yo, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Let me take care of you. You know, he was a good guy on the straight and narrow, but she chose the opposite. And you know, luckily she made it, but
He still wasn't too good.
yeah, but you know, it's just that the overarching theme is that we really live in two Americas. Like, people's backgrounds really matter. Like, we all black in this room, but we come from different backgrounds. So you might be used to, or you know, people might be used to the crooked and winding, right? And other people might be used to the straight and narrow. So when you have those people, you know, intersect, it might be a situation where you're like, okay, it works out, and people might see the value of it. Like, okay, he's a good guy. He has my best interests. Let me get my shit together, or whatever. Vice versa. So, I think it's more, because oftentimes we see women who try to like correct men, right? Like in situations like women try to make sure man is better and blah, 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 you know. But
You can't correct the man.
I think it's more effective when it's a man trying to correct a woman.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Well,
You should say better me. I think there was the word choicement there.
well, yeah,
Or
I mean,
placement,
yeah, like to influence them otherwise, whatever. But I think it's more effective because depending on the man, if he's truly influential and you know, believes in what he stands in, then you know, a woman would be willing to, you know, follow his lead. If
You could be influential and be leading me down a windy road to hell. Like, I need you to elaborate a little more.
But you gonna know if he leading you down to hell.
So actually, so that
Following.
all right,
You gotta jump ship.
so that goes back to my whole
But what if he's just a person that's naive, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is not gonna be like, okay, I just need to hop off right now. Some people are like,
Yeah, but-
okay, let me just
Not
keep
them.
going.
okay,
You.
but
Are
but,
you
but like,
naive?
but once again, it
Don't be naive.
It literally goes back
Don't
to
be
the
ass.
it literally goes back to the discernment. It's like, is this nigga finna take me down a windy road to hell? And if you know that early, you be like, you know what? Let me pull a little string, public bus. Let me get off right here.
Okay, I can't agree. You need to, walk away.
Yeah, because a lot of times people are, oh, well, it won't happen to me, and then it happened to you.
But I feel like we should never say never, or shouldn't say it won't happen, because
Why do you have so
say
much
that-
faith in people?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because sometimes, and I guess it's my jaded view, kind of working at the bank too, but like, I see things for what they are. You know, just straight up. Like, unfortunately, people say they're gonna do a lot of shit,
Yeah. I
You
just try to
do
see the
not.
best in people.
but they don't
Always
be
in a
doing
way.
the shit that they're like they say.
She said,
Just like we say all the time, bruh. You know who is serious about this shit and who ain't.
Yeah.
So if someone is serious about something, they move accordingly. If not, then you should be like, you bullshitting, I'm out of here. Because
you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, because like, just from, I'm going to share something from my personal experience. Like, my last relationship, it was a situation of a lot of unfulfilled promises, right? Or commitments. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here. Next, when it's time for it, it was time to be there. Some always came up, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, first couple times you're like, all right, cool, whatever. But that's why you're like, this is a common theme.
Yeah, with me or something.
Yeah. So
who you with?
But luckily,
I'm playing myself.
So luckily, I have the wherewithal and discernment to be like, you know what?
This is over.
I don't deserve this. Mm-hmm. And that's really something you got to tell yourself. Like, I don't deserve this. Like, I deserve better.
Jump ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a slight to them, but you got to think about you. Like, what do you deserve? You can't wait in life about what someone else gonna do, because if that's the case, you're gonna be 50 years old,
waiting forever,
hoping they get their shit together. So
that happens in the next 7 days after the first 7 days for me.
So yeah, like
are you willing to go to the end? Let's see.
I like really dealt with a situation where I was in a relationship, but it felt absent. Mm-hmm. So it didn't make me feel good. And after a while, I'm like, this has to change. I did wait it out a little bit, but when I realized nothing was changing, something had to change. Because people don't realize relationships affect other aspects of your life. Mm-hmm. I done had coworkers who was dealing with breakups, and they mind was elsewhere. They was going through it. They was going through it. Like, you like, yo, you yeah.
I probably got dumped at work. It's different when you get dumped at work, though.
Oh my God. Hey,
it's different when you get dumped at work.
Man,
at home, you a little bit better.
People be stressed out.
You can't punch out either.
And
yeah.
and you like, what's wrong with this
man?
Right.
Yeah, because I was, in management, and at the time I dealt with, I had like a lot of women under me, and there was some situations to where I'm like, oh, you good? Like, they'll tell them, I'm like, okay. I'm like, look, all right, just take whatever time you need, because like, it was a very sensitive situation, so it was just like.
Have you seen the post on social media? I think it's on all social medias, but it's like the manager was like, the girl was like, I got dumped at work, and then she was like, my manager said, well, that's why you shouldn't be on your phones at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
same
horrible.
Difference.
That's horrible.
yeah.
But question for you, G Money. Have you been on the other side of the spectrum where you've done somebody like that? Like, I know you saying that she kind of was ghosting you.
It's the Kappa days, yeah.
Yeah. As I harken back, but looking back though, I wasn't mature enough to just say how I felt. I would string someone along because it was that was the lesser of two evils. It's like, let me just string them along and I say something. Hopefully they would fall off because of but I just know that I've been on the opposite end as well, and that pisses me off when people try to force you to break up with them. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, just tell me. Like, don't do shit to make me try to break up with you, because I think that's so immature. I think that's very immature. Matter of fact,
a lot of people can't do it though. Like, they will string somebody along for months, years.
But unfortunately, that's where you get people who hoping shit get better.
That's why you need your discernment.
Hey, look, look. You got people who gonna hope shit gonna get better, even though you just doing the bare minimum
Yeah.
And they probably thinking like, damn, they still with me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck.
They never gonna do. They never go
Damn.
nowhere.
If you don't leave my ass now, like, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I've been on the other end where I've took the coward's way out and tried to let them break up with me. And looking back, people's time is valuable. Mm-hmm. Hell, we done said some rest in peace earlier. Like Lance Reddick was 6 years old.
Right.
Like, time is like we're on borrowed time. Mm-hmm. So please don't waste my time.
Don't waste the time. That's the most valuable thing ever.
Like, I've been ghosted too, like, over the years, and that shit is a bad feeling when a woman ghosts. Like, I've been ghosted. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
What did I?
Like you over here like
Hit a little harder.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You over here laying in your bed 2:00 in the morning, eyes open, just like, fuck I do.
Yeah.
like what do I do?
Should I text her right now?
Everything seemed good, but she just ghosted me. And
in a past relationship with somebody she didn't let go yet.
Yeah, and like, people depend on how extensive it is, because we had a whole conversation about ghosting. If you know someone for like maybe a week or two, and you go ghost,
it's over.
I'm cool with. It's like, you don't owe me. You don't owe me
it's
shit.
The years behind it.
But if it's like months on end, year, and you go MIA, oh no, nigga, like I'm gonna need something. Like I'm gonna need
right now.
Hey, I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something.
Why? I gotta go look. Is this
Because like
You gotta figure out what happened.
That's the first thing.
Why? Where's the discernment in that? You should have it.
You ever been ghosted before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you know how it feels.
Yeah, it don't feel good.
It don't. But like, what's after like a short period or like a long period?
I want to say a long period.
Well, yeah, like those are the ones that like hurt the most. But like I said, literally, if we was at the bar, I meet you, we exchange numbers, I text you, and then like a week later, you go my.
Yeah, you don't really care about that.
All right, it's like, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. But like, if we hit it off and whoop the whoop and months in, and next you just, I'm like, whoa, hold on, whoa. I'm gonna need like a letter in the mail or something. Hey.
Letter in the mail.
You better write me and tell me what happened. You better be in jail. That's all I know. Or you better be, Lord forgive,
Dead.
Passed away. Yes, because baby.
Well, damn. Those are extremes.
Yeah, because at my age, I just feel like we should not be ghosting each other. We should be upfront saying exactly what we mean. Because if not, then I feel like that all the other relationships that I've been through to teach me to get to this level have been a waste of time.
That is emotional intelligence not served. Because if you can't say how you feel, you're a fucking child.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? Hello?
Yeah, that's true.
Hello?
We said that's true, G Money.
Okay.
Gosh, what else you want?
Amen to that.
That's
I've
it.
been on both spectrums though, so
you've been a player and a played.
But once I got played though, I don't think my player. I let my player ways go, because I was like, that hurt. That really, really, really hurt. And I see how somebody could
medicine.
feel after that. Yeah,
your own medicine don't taste that good.
It was disgusting. And I'm like, what?
We will talk about double standards, but that's for another pod. All right, that's it. This is a good pod. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all were really great. Especially you really showed out.
This is Ashley.
Okay, little sister. She showing you up.
She's not the talker.
What you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not really the talker. I am.
She'll
more
use
of
It's
her
a-
okay, nah.
discernment.
But like you the one who done dealt with some trauma, and we can tell.
She about to use her discernment from now on.
Let's
How
hope,
can you tell I dealt with trauma, G Money?
because of your statements. But what if they? Yeah.
No,
you,
but-
you,
Why you have to make that face?
you
what
ever,
ifs.
you ever,
Exactly.
right? You ever trying to you ever trying to shoot him some bail, but it's like, nah, nigga. Like,
They can get better after 3 months. No, wrong answer.
No.
After 7 days, they gonna be correct.
she over giving him like years, damn near. But,
How long did you wait?
right, exactly. So,
Oh my goodness.
So the takeaway is take people at their face value. I'm saying, look, bro, people will tell you who they are, like literally, like in the first 7 days,
7 days,
2 weeks.
All right, I got it, you guys. Trying to beat a dead horse. I heard you. Good.
Face value. Right,
You deserve better,
right in front of you.
and that's really something you got to tell yourself. Like, I deserve better.
Okay, G-Money. I
Do-
hear you.
I would say this is my takeaway from this whole thing is do exactly what they do to you to them and see what difference it makes. Because if it doesn't make a difference, then obviously it ain't for me. But if it does make a difference, then obviously they are trying to work on themselves. That's how I would take it.
And I always say this too, but just date people who actually like you. It makes a hell of a difference because you don't have to force someone to be something that you want them to be. Like, they will naturally like you.
Okay. Clingy.
I'm not.
Clingy.
He like,
I like clean.
I'm not talking directly to you, but I'm just saying in general. Like,
No, I got you.
it is a big difference when people like actually like you, and it feels good. You know, it feels good. You know, like you can be yourself, you can relax, and you can actually be your nerdy, goofy self around them. Yeah. So
And it's a caring thing too. You can tell they care if you can be yourself.
They hug a little different.
What's the hug like, Kelsie?
It's
go. Describe it. Describe it. Go ahead.
it's a long one. It's like
It's a
a
settling.
hold you type of
Yeah.
hug.
Do they like rub your back a little bit?
Yeah.
Was it like this?
The little pat and rub at the same. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all can share y'all social media if y'all want to. This is the part of the show where we, where the listeners can connect with y'all if y'all want to share. But if not, then we can just end this thing.
Good night, everybody. It's Ashley.
I'm not on social media, so good night. I'm from Memphis.
No.
Not North. Well, all right. It was nice doing this again. Syria J. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We ought to make some money together.
We are.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Wait.
Yep. We almost finished. So, all right, y'all. Until next time, we out. Remember, love yourself, and you deserve better. Peace.
Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, and they may never find what they dream of. What you want to